How much dark comedy is too much? Where do you draw that line? Let's talk about it. Hello guys, I'm Nona and let's talk about the latest Hindi film Darlings, written and directed by Jasmeet K. Reen, co-written by Parveez Sheikh, and they were assisted in dialogues by Vijay Maurya, who also plays the character of the police inspector. We all knew that this film is gonna be about domestic violence, which is treated as a dark comedy. Now I definitely felt the film was very sensitive towards this topic, and I would say until the halfway point, it is just drama. We only get into the dark comedy territory in the second half. Now some may say it's too late, but I felt it was the right decision to take their time to establish the world and the characters really well. So when the second half starts, we feel connected to the character and what they're doing. Now overall, I definitely felt the film drags. It takes too long to come to the point, but I really liked how they portrayed the toxic and abusive relationship. They took their time to establish it really well. And the man in question, he's not one-tone evil person. It was played wonderfully by Vijay Varma, and the character had depth. We see the frustration he's going through, why he has become an alcoholic, and which has finally led to domestic violence. But that is not an excuse. Whatever you're going through in your life, that doesn't give you the right to harm someone else. But providing that depth and giving layers to the character really works in the benefit of the film. And that really helps to drive the point ahead. That these reasons that someone may give are all just facade. It's all about the person's own intention. The humor in the film really works, and at no point it is at the expense of the social issue itself. It mostly arises from the situation the characters are in. I did find some inconsistency with the world of the characters. If they were trying to portray these characters financially weak, they didn't do a good job at it, because at many places I questioned that. Technically everything was solid. I really like at some places how they use sound design and using the sound coming from different drops to do a build up or portray what a character is going through. Like a passing by truck rumbling, hitting a box on every stair as you walk up. Shefali Shah, as always, was really good. She had a really interesting character. Roshan Mathew, I felt he didn't have too much to do, but whatever was there, he did fine job. Alia Bhatt was convincing. I had an issue when I saw the trailer that her dialogue was not clear, but in the film, it was absolutely done well. It was not an easy character to play because you had to show vulnerability plus confusion. A character which is very indecisive and always falls prey to words. She has definitely grown to become one of the best actors working today in India. Now coming to the climax, I was not a big fan of the execution. From the trailer itself, there was a point in my head. If someone does wrong to you and if you do the same thing back, then what's the difference between both of you? An eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. And I wanted to see how the film will answer that. But the way they executed it, the way they shot it, with the action, with the screenplay, I was not at all on board for it. It just felt too convenient for me. Now there's a twist at the end which is very, very interesting, and it is the silence of the character which tells everything, which is enough. But no, the film takes a 2-minute sequence to explain what the silence was, and it literally felt spoon feeding, which was not needed at all. At the end, I felt the film could have been 20 minutes short, and that would have been more effective. But still, the film was able to drive its point across, which is a real victory for it. If you like this video, check out this video next. For more, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.